So, your ex wants to stay in touch, do they? They want to be friends? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Very, very bad idea. Why? Well, stay tuned and you'll find out. Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. And welcome back, my beautiful no contact army. Have you downloaded my app Silencio to help you stay in no contact? If you haven't, the link is underneath every single video and podcast. And if you too would like to join our no contact army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before you purchase the book. So I actually did a video on this topic, I think it was 8 years ago, actually, a long time ago, titled, Should You Stay Friends with Your Ex? And in that video, I quoted from an article that talked about the type of people who want to remain friends with an ex after a breakup. And words like narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism were used in the article. So you might want to listen to that video, and I'll put the link in the upper right-hand corner on YouTube. But in this video, I want to delve more into why someone who broke up with you would want to remain friends and why it's a terrible idea and you will live to regret it. Now, obviously not everyone is going to fall into these categories or have these reasons for wanting to be friends, but I do want you to be aware that these reasons are possibilities. And you're flattered because you think that they can't let go and they still want you in their life because they have feelings for you. Well, they may have some feelings for you, but not enough to want to be in a relationship with you, because if they still had strong feelings for you, then they wouldn't have broken up with you. Okay? So let's get the obvious out of the way. Yes, sex. Now, guys are more likely to do this than women, because women are not usually staying in touch for this reason. And you're going to think that you'll be able to get them back if you're being intimate, but most likely what's going to happen is they will eventually find someone else, and that other person will tell them to not contact you, and then you'll realize that staying in touch with them was a big mistake. You're going to be mad, so don't tell me I didn't warn you. How does staying in touch with them while they're sleeping with other people benefit you? Well, it doesn't. And you may say, well, but I'm going to sleep with other people too. Yes, but the thing is that you did not want the relationship to end. They did. So you are still emotionally attached. They are not. So when they meet the dream girl or dream guy, they will be gone, gone, gone. Now, another reason they may want to stay in touch is because you're the backup plan in case they cannot meet someone else. So let me make this analogy. So imagine that your ex quit their job. Okay, so you're the job. But the job didn't want them to quit. So they go, hey, that's fine, you quit, but you can come back anytime. Come back to your job. We're here for you. We're going to save your position. Or just come visit. Just come by, have coffee, have lunch with the guys, the girls, whoever. Don't worry. We're always here for you. So now as they're out there looking for another job, they're not going to be desperate. They're not going to have any air of desperation because they know they have their backup plan. They have you. They know they can go back to you anytime. So what incentive do they have to come back if they know that, hey, I can still see him or her, the ex, but I can also look for someone else. So by agreeing to be friends, now you are actually helping them to move on. You're giving them confidence, attention, validation. It boosts their self-worth. And if they're going through a dry spell, they know that you're always there to fall back on. So I don't think you want to be the backup plan, right? I hope not. Another reason is because they're actually using you to get over you. They know they don't want to be with you, but they also need help moving on, because when someone breaks up with you, their interest level is not usually 0. It's usually close to 50, like under 50 though, in the 40s, maybe the 30s, but there's still some feelings there. So by staying in touch, then they're able to slowly wean themselves off of you, kind of like the patch for people who smoke cigarettes. They slowly wean themselves off of tobacco. You're like the patch. They're using you to get over you. And then one day, again, as I mentioned before, they're going to meet their dream guy or dream girl, and suddenly they're nowhere to be seen. And, it's not even a real friendship, because you're not going to be able to keep your feelings out of it. How are you going to feel if they come to you and they say, hey, I met someone else and I'm in love and I think this is the one? So if you can't be happy for them when they come to you and say that, then you're not ready to be their friend. And it's a fake friendship. So until they come to you and say, hey, I found someone else, and you're happy for them, then you are not ready to be friends. And I know 99% of you listening to this are not ready to be friends, because if you hear that your ex found someone else, you're going to freak out. And being friends with an ex gives you false hope, and it keeps you from moving on and dating other people, just in case your ex changes their mind. And you're actually playing yourself, thinking that if you agree to be friends, that's going to lure them back into the relationship. You think you're being slick, but you're only playing yourself, and the chances of that happening are very low. You've been demoted. So what makes you think you're suddenly going to be promoted when you've been demoted? That doesn't usually happen. But when your ex asks to be friends, you're going to think, well, I want to be mature. And you don't feel like you're getting played because you think you're being mature. Well, F mature, okay? They don't get access to you. They want you to think that they're staying in touch because they still care about you. But if they cared about you, guess what? They would not have broken up with you. So hopefully I convinced you to not be friends with your ex if you want them back. Now, is there a case or cases where you can be friends? There are a few, yes. One is if you were friends before, okay? You were just friends, and then you decided, okay, let's see how the dating goes with us. Let's try a relationship. It didn't work out, and you're able to go back to being friends at some point. That's fine. Now, sometimes you need to be in touch because of children or work. You work together, or the friend group. And I do have a video on how to do no contact if you have kids together. So I'll put the link to that in the upper right-hand corner. But basically, obviously, you have to be in contact. It doesn't mean you have to be friends. So you tell them to contact you only about the kids, and you're not going to respond to any messages about anything else. If you see them at work, you have to work together. Treat them like any other colleague. Be courteous. Keep it moving. No puppy dog eyes. You can be friendly, but you do not have to be friends. Got it? Okay, so now I want to hear from you. Have you ever been friends with an ex, and how did it turn out? I want to know, so comment below. And if you would like my help to get your ex back, you can contact me at theartoflove.net, and we will send you the rates. The direct link is below. They are not on the website. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember, love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.